Ready? Grab.
It's great.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Mic check. Seem a little low. Just a little bit.
Dude, this poll is ready to go wherever the fuck I need it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, exactly. Alrighty, fellas. We're going to do it. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody, to Apple Juice for Two podcast. We are joined by a very special guest today. This is Mr. Davey Jones, a local Charleston artist and producer. Welcome.
What's up, my man?
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
As usual, we got Isaiah Allen.
In the flesh, Lil Zay News. It's
Little
your
Zay
boy.
News.
It's your boy.
Exactly. And we also have Brevin Stallings, Mr. Brevin's Banter.
Thank you. This
Thank you.
is a more professional one.
Exactly.
Anytime we have guests, it's more professional.
For real. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's good to be back, guys.
It is good.
Always
It's been
back
a
soon.
minute. It's been a couple weeks.
That's true, yeah. It's
like
been
2 weeks maybe.
Last week, it was just like a kind of a solo flyby. We were all very busy, so it was hard to get into like.
We always got shit going out.
That's
though.
true, dude. You know, we're busy people.
You
Okay,
know.
we're bam. Well, yeah. So follow at Mr. Davey Jones on Instagram and stream his music wherever you listen. We're about to get into more of that in just a sec, but before we do, we have a few pluggeroonies we gotta get to. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok too if you aren't or haven't, or if you're new to this, at AJF2.pod on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. And if you want some of this jubilant Apple Juice for Two merch, go to www.sunroomstudiosllc.com/merch.
Merch.
Get the denim Apple Juice for Two hat that Isaiah rocks all the time. And also rate us 5 stars on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
Not 4.
Not 4. Whatever we deserve. But
5.
exactly. You heard.
I'd rather
see,
have 1-star reviews than 4-star reviews.
That's
Because here's the thing: a 4-star review is like, I like you guys, but it's not the best it could be. A 1-star, you're just a hater. So
oh yeah, 1 star you're a hater.
Haters
for
are
sure.
a good thing.
Well, hater. We
So either give us a 5-star or a 1-star. Anything
shout out
else?
to the haters.
Fuck off. Also, this episode is brought to you by Whole Milk.
Jesus Murphy. Not the whole milk.
we didn't. You did not clear this before.
We
I
didn't-
brought a Whole Milk.
We gotta talk to our lawyer now.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna. We had to deal with almond milk going before this. You fucked that up.
I can't help it.
We had literally like almond milk about to sponsor us, but
It's-
now
Yeah,
now
dude. We
don't
had
pull the
oat.
plug.
We were in.
Don't say those words.
We were in talks with Oatly. Well, we'll have to figure that out after this episode.
Brought to you by cows.
Anyway, let's get down to some biz. All right, Mr. Davey Jones, tell us a little bit about your background. Oh, also first, where'd you get the name from, Mr. Davey Jones?
Mr. Davey Jones. So I used to have a straight hip hop. I used to do straight hip hop. And I decided it was time to change things and get a little bit more grown with things. And I've always been in the spoken word scene. Just it was something I could grow with.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, y'all know Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah.
The lore and the legend has been around for the longest. Davy Jones Locker and
Yeah.
things like that. But I like what they did with it in Pirates of the Caribbean. And I would say my relation to music is more like what Davy Jones was in the movie with the sea.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and what was her name? Callisto, whatever.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
I think that's the name.
Wait,
but,
so wait,
but his
what's
relation
this
with
thing
the
with
sea.
the thing? Like he was just like under the sea
This-
for a while, or
No.
Under the sea. Under the
his
sea.
feelings.
Hold on.
He had this love for this woman who was like the sea. Just
Mhm.
that's how he described her, and I would say that's my relation to music.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I was gonna say, I did read somewhere that someone was describing your music or your vocal style as like a spoken word thing, and I was gonna ask if you agree with that definition, and it seems like you kind of do a little bit. You're in the spoken word.
Most definitely. From the outset, I would say I took hip hop, jazz, and spoken word, and I wanted to fuse them together
Mm-hmm.
and lay an aesthetic of the department store Express,
Mhm.
James Bond, John
Oh,
Wick.
yeah.
I wanted to take that aesthetic and apply it.
Okay.
So,
I like
Kind of like
yeah.
the slick, smooth suaveness of it too.
yeah.
I see. Yeah. Well, so that's also kind of goes in hand with something else I was gonna ask. you know, has music always been your main expression? Like, it seems like you're really into like fashion and style and like, you know, the way you present yourself and everything. Is that like part of it?
That's
or-
something I grew into, man. Definitely the fashion, wanting to dress better, just you know, maturing and the
present
content.
yourself.
Yeah, it better sold the content. I couldn't do
Yeah.
skatewear and you know,
exactly.
like,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, that makes sense for what you're trying to do. You know, the
yeah,
classiness
sip
of it.
cognac and
Yeah, exactly.
you know, it just didn't go well together. But I grew into that. Yeah.
Well, so what is your musical background and like what did you grow up listening to and like what was your influences? And
How
stuff?
far back you want to go?
Yeah, all the way back. What were you listening
Like
to
li-
growing
little
up that were like,
kids, you
oh,
know,
I like this?
You listen to what your parents listen to. You know, the old soul music.
Mhm.
My mom was soul R&B. My dad was jazz.
Nice.
So I got a mix of both, and I grew up in the MTV era. So then you got hit with everything.
Yeah.
Everything, you were exposed to everything. Pearl Jam.
Oh yeah. Chili Peppers.
Soundgarden, Chili Peppers, Under the Bridge. That's my joint.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You know, so
man,
you
what
get
a time.
you-
90s with that.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Music
yeah.
TV. MTV is not like that anymore.
Yeah, they don't know what they missing, man.
TV is
yeah.
not like that anymore.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. I mean, the music industry itself too is just
Music
so. like-
videos are still a thing. Like they'll get
that's true. Yeah.
hundreds of millions of views.
Yeah, that's true.
But I feel like kind of in a different, like, definitely in a different way. Like, it's crazy
Yeah.
that music videos used to be played on TV.
Well,
on
and
the
like if it
channel.
was on MTV, that was like you made it.
Yeah.
But now it's just you just release it and then
Goes straight
it'll
to-
either
goes to
blow up
YouTube,
or it'll
yeah.
be nothing.
Yeah.
So your track "World on Fire," you said kind of like from your perspective is a like statement about the way our world is right now. What would you say specifically is the message or like call to action that you're trying to convey in that song?
So I put that out. That was the starter. To just get my feet wet. Especially with the Mr. Davy Jones, that sound and everything.
Mhm.
I wanted to make something relatable,
I see.
and the things that were happening at the time with the top of the pandemic. You know, I had already planned out this company, and yeah, I'm gonna go out and be working and doing these shows, and then the pandemic hit, and it's like, God,
Yeah. No shows.
no, I got to rethink this thing. So, it's a couple things I mentioned. I just wanted to do stuff that was relatable, especially I said something about the 401k.
Mhm.
You know, it was uncertainty. You didn't know whether you was gonna keep your job. You know, you didn't
Yeah,
know.
true.
You didn't know if
so
you're gonna get sick and die because everyone was so freaked
Oh,
out at that
yeah.
point and stuff too.
And I made, I know it was a reference to Spring Break. You remember they kept running that clip about the guy was like, you know, Spring Break, we just live for the moment. And you know, I'm like, God,
Yeah.
I remember what that was like.
I feel like that might have been one of the Channel 5 clips or All Gas No Brakes. But so was that when you said you were planning on like starting everything? Were you in Charleston for that?
Yeah,
Nice.
I always wanted to start my company. I'm from here. I
Nice.
wanted to start it here, use Charleston as the backdrop. My
Mhm.
life experiences and stuff, a lot of them happened here in Charleston. And just wanted to grow my company here using the resources because we have the resources. It's just like a diamond, you know what I'm saying? Before it's cut and everything, you have to see the potential.
Yeah, you gotta go mine it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, but a lot of people don't. And I don't want to step on no toes. I know some people gonna feel some kind of way about that. What
Yeah.
you trying to say?
Oh yeah,
Um,
there's always competition.
But you know, you have to see it first.
Uh-huh.
There's a quote that says, "He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right."
That's true. Yeah, exactly.
But if you don't even see yourself doing it,
I mean, that's like 90% of it is just doing it.
yeah.
So what is this company that you're talking about starting?
Jones Inc. Music Syndicate.
No, okay, so
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
for your
For my music, yeah.
Nice, that's
That's-
smart.
yeah.
Keep it yourself.
As much as possible.
Exactly right. Yeah. Well, so what has it been like for you to like come up as an artist in Charleston? Like, what do you feel about the artist scene in Charleston and how it fosters creativity?
I got to be honest. I'm not as tapped in as I could be.
Hey, neither are we at all.
Not into what everybody else is doing.
Uh-huh.
I back and forth to Atlanta. I got a beautiful
nice.
little baby girl,
Oh.
COVID baby. You know, when you do all that quarantining, it happens.
Congrats.
You know, we had the parents. They had the baby boomer generation and all that. There will be
We got the COVID.
These
the
are the COVID,
COVID
babies.
babies. Yeah, it will. there will be.
Absolutely, yeah, dude.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, so you go back and forth to Atlanta, kind of, and
Yeah.
you're part of like both of it. You have feet in both ponds.
Yeah,
say.
yeah. Growing my community there and growing my tribe here. You know.
I mean, Atlanta's a great city to do that. It's huge.
yeah.
And Brevin and I were there a few months ago, actually.
All right.
It was
all
really
right.
cool.
The ATL.
I'm looking forward to going to New York though.
Oh,
You remember that old saying? If you can make it here, you can make it
Yeah.
anywhere.
New
You know.
York. Isaiah's going to New York soon.
I'm going
Alright.
next month.
High five. Oh, all right.
Dun,
He's
dun,
going to fuck
dun,
around
dun.
now.
No, I'm
doing
gonna.
anything
No, I have stuff planned. I got stuff planned.
He's vlogging.
I'm gonna
He's
go
gonna
to-
be
I'm gonna
vlogging
go-
the whole time.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Zappies for Cheers, Lil Zay. We're vlogging right now. I'm walking around Manhattan. Just a
Dude,
pizza place.
those New York City clips get millions of views.
Millions.
Just because they're in New York, I feel
It's
like
true.
I'll say it right now. It's my hot take. But we do these man on the street clips down here, and they're
Mhm.
pretty good and stuff. But people do them in New York.
The
and they're
buildings
fucking 8
stop at
million
like
views.
2 stories.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not. Yeah. I
Maybe
guess.
Can't be
like
higher than
5.
the highest steeple. I forgot what church it is. It's.
That's true.
I don't blame them. I'm glad we're not an actual city with tall buildings. I would just ruin our infrastructure even more.
It's physically impossible because they would sink into the
Yeah.
swamp.
That's a good point, too, yeah.
Just
like-
like in
yeah.
Monty Python.
Yeah. it
Did
would be
that
bad.
change though? Did with the steeple thing? Did that change? Because things are
don't know.
going.
That's a good point. We
Yeah.
have seen like that apartment complex by the bridge
That
and
is
stuff.
pretty
That
cool.
they're
There's a
throwing
lot
up
of new
is
buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they can only go so high before they'll just be destroyed.
Yeah.
Right.
Eventually.
Right.
So what are you going to New York for? Anything exciting?
I'll tell you my strategy has been hit open mics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
as an
nice.
independent artist, just coming up through the ranks, hit open mics.
Yeah.
You can get the word out. You put your singles out because I got a series of singles I want to
Nice.
put out. I do have a full project together, but I wanted to put these singles together and out like breadcrumbs. So when that comes out, there will
Mhm.
already be work
Yeah.
out that people who find out, about me at whatever point they find out,
Yeah.
there's already other work
So you're
out.
kind of like spreading breadcrumbs all over the states. Where you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's good, yeah, because then like you start that hype and stuff. Where have you been so far doing that, or is that like a
Man, I have played. Y'all heard of Arndall Green out there in
Yeah.
yeah.
Seaweed
Yep.
Outpost? Yeah,
definitely, yeah.
I played that. Shout out to Mr. Eddie White,
Eddie
who
White.
put that up for me. Elliott Borough Mini Bar.
Okay.
Shout out to Mr. Jeff Schultz, the
Jeff
owner
Schultz.
there. Yeah, that's my guy. He's a good guy, man. Where else? Mex
them up.
One. I've done Mex One out there in Mount Pleasant.
Okay. Cool.
Going into Arndall.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
A couple.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, the open mics are always a good spot,
Yeah.
welcoming. I mean, it's kind of the same for comedy and stuff too, in that sense. But what would you say about like Charleston specifically inspires you artistically? Anything, or just the fact that you've been here and have like your memories here and stuff?
The memories definitely inspire the songs, and the city is pretty much the backdrop to a lot of the music. Yeah, I would say the city, the food.
Yeah.
We're-
oh
we're-
my gosh, yeah.
Big food place. Shrimp and grits. Everybody knows the best shrimp and grits you get from a grandma's house, though.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Grandma's
Yeah.
house.
Inside of the back of a grandma's fridge is
Not-
the best stripping grits.
Not to
you'll
knock the culinary scene in the
find.
the
What's it called? Freaking the shit. The Forrest Gump or yeah,
the Bubba Gums.
Jambalaya?
Bubba Gums,
Dude, that place
yeah.
was.
Oh.
That was.
kind of that
disgusting.
seems like a tourist spot.
What
Absolutely
happened to
Yeah,
Bubba
it's-
Gump, man?
It closed.
It's made from a
It's good.
movie.
It was.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It was overpriced.
Captain D's. That's
I
the
stand
one.
corrected. I had
Stop,
never been.
get out. Get. Now you're scaring me.
Long John Silver.
I've had Captain D's enough growing up where I could totally eat it. No problem.
they had a certain day that kids ate for like 99 cents or something like
Probably
that.
when I went,
Oh,
and I
shit.
didn't realize
Yeah,
it.
oh yeah.
That just
Yeah.
sounds.
Your parents would just
Yeah.
go for the cheap.
My mom would know
Fish.
about that.
Hey, there was days of the week, especially here
Yeah.
in Charleston,
Mhm.
every day, pretty much during the week, for parents. Yeah,
That's
there was
interesting, actually.
It's smart to know those because that's the day you do not go.
That is true.
Tuesday night
Yes.
Chick-fil-A kids night. Do not fucking
That's
go
true.
there.
When I used to
Don't
work
get
at
within a
Chick-fil-A,
mile of there.
we would have like those fundraiser nights and stuff.
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
don't
everywhere
do
it's
that.
like cow shit. And you're just like, everybody's just mew.
I never
mew.
got in the cow. I refuse.
So
I would never
annoying.
get in the cow.
Like Chick-fil-A, it's not that expensive. You don't need free Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
It's not worth the time and all the annoyance of that whole ordeal. Like, just wait till tomorrow and
We're just not kid
$6.
people.
But
Well,
then
me
your kids are
specifically,
excited about it,
just-
and you're
I
like-
just want kids.
You just have
We
to do
don't
it for
have
your
kids
That too.
that we have to feed.
Yeah.
Not yet. You're about to. You're
Yeah.
gonna have kids sometime.
Yeah,
any day now.
I'm pregnant.
Oh, congratulations, my man.
You're right, though. I guess it's pretty much just as soon as possible.
Apple juice for two.
As
Announcement.
soon as wisely possible.
Yeah.
I'm expecting whenever I can. So,
Congratulations, Brevin.
thank
Happy
you
for you.
on wanting to have kids someday.
Exactly. Yeah. Guys, Brevin's intending.
Oh.
That's gonna be anything. Oh my god. Okay, so specifically about your music, who do you work with to produce your music, or how do you produce it? And
I have
What's your
been
process for
coming
that?
up with so I come up with melodies, and that can be pretty much in the car, on in the John,
yeah.
come up with good
Exactly.
good material on it.
Uh-huh.
So write this down on this toilet paper. I work with session musicians, man.
Nice.
Using the internet, reaching out to session musicians. If I have a melody or anything, boom, 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 boom,
Mhm,
boom.
nice.
As
And you just like send them a voice memo type thing.
yeah,
and-
yeah.
Nice. That's how it goes.
Crazy
these
as it
days,
might
literally.
sound, yeah.
That's
you-
how Isaiah with Macy Crawford with
Mhm.
Robbie Rosin and
Yeah.
everything. Like that's just how the music industry works now. Like
Yeah.
through Google Drive and Dropbox. It's kind of amazing, but we live in a,
We
in a
transfer.
great time.
We transfer.
We trans. Yeah.
Watch
that's
it. Oh God,
It's real.
Brevin just threw some punches.
No, it's all peace and love.
Well, that's
Selfish
cool. I
love.
mean, so anybody specific that you like working with, or like that you want to shout out?
I just
or-
did a piece with a producer. I believe he's from California. I didn't ask Gio. My bad, Gio.
Gio.
Gio-AT.
Don't take it personally, Gio.
We did a video. It's up on my Instagram. It's pretty much exclusively Instagram right now.
Okay.
Called Body Butter.
Okay.
Shout out to Janan Anwar and Joe Visual Studios who shot that. Janan is the model who's in it, and
What's
it came
that
out dope.
project all about? What's that like?
It was just a collab work. I
Mhm.
found the beat online on Instagram, and I reached out to him. It took a
Nice.
while for him to get back to me. And I almost threw the song out, but it's not a full song. It's just kind of a
It's a rough draft now. Demo.
it's a verse. Not even.
Is
a
it
hook.
out yet, or you're
Yeah,
working
it's
on it?
it's up there on the Instagram.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Check out the Instagram, Body Butter.
Body Butter.
Yeah.
Check it out on Instagram, Mr. Davey Jones.
Yeah.
Well, anything we missed? Anything I missed that you want to say that you want to plug?
Oh man, check me out on all streaming platforms. From your
sir.
iTunes to your titles to
Amazon
Deezer.
Music.
What
Yeah,
y'all
the
know
hell's
about Deezer? I didn't find out about Deezer until I started putting out music. I was like, Deezer?
Exactly. I know, right? You see all these weird.
Don't
things.
nobody I know
Deezer.
stream on no Deezer.
I feel like I know stuff because I know about Bandcamp, but I've never heard of Deezer.
Yeah,
I know. I recently found out about Bandcamp.
Shout out to
Rich.
Bandcamp's
Bandcamp.
legit. That's
Somebody-
like, if you're looking for
Yeah,
small
Bandcamp's
artists.
great.
Usually they're
Somebody
that.
actually bought some stuff on Bandcamp. I was like, I forgot I set up
Nice.
a Bandcamp.
Yeah. That's the great thing about Bandcamp is that like they try to make it as easy as it is to like support the artists
Mhm.
Yeah.
monetarily and stuff.
Yeah.
And like they don't spend a lot of money on like the infrastructure. It's very just like HTML,
Right.
bare bones.
I mean,
stuff.
it is one of the best platforms for smaller artists.
Yeah, they're oh dude, they just got bought by somebody though. And so
Elon Musk?
I think it actually might be
Just buying
no,
everything.
it literally might. Let me see.
I'm gonna
Searching
guess.
the main
I think
frame.
we even talked about this recently.
I'm gonna guess like
Bandcamp.
Universal. I don't know. That's Disney, right?
Atlantic Records.
Oh, dude, Epic Games. It was literally.
What the?
I know, right? Yeah.
What?
Isn't that bizarre?
That's very.
That's.
Fortnite's gonna ruin that.
I mean, I guess,
Bandcamp
like,
Fortnite collab.
Epic Games is chill.
It's yeah, and they said stuff like this happened a few months ago, I think at least, and they were like, "We're not going to change anything
Right.
about what
I
they
think
do.
I do remember this.
Same people and
Yeah.
stuff, which is a good sign.
Which is smart.
But you know, just who knows
Yeah.
how that goes?
I mean, it's you can't change what it is. Like it is what it is because of
What it is.
like it exists because
They did a
that-
good
there
thing,
was a void for that type of platform.
and they filled it.
Yeah, and
pretty
if
well.
you changed it, then
Yeah,
What's the
'cause
point?
Screw. I mean, Spotify kind of. We've talked about this a lot, actually,
yeah,
ad nauseum
that's-
on other episodes, but they kind of, screw everybody over.
yeah. unless you're Taylor Swift,
That's true. Yeah, unless you're Taylor
Taylor
Swift.
Swift.
you're just not gonna make much.
Well, thanks again for joining us.
Oh yeah, man. Thank y'all
Appreciate
for
it.
having me. This is my first podcast.
Oh my
yeah.
God! Well, we are
This will
absolutely
also be your
honored.
most memorable.
Tell
I can assure
Hey.
you. Be your most memorable.
Wild claims.
Shout out to Cam for not asking me the lube question.
I
I just knew. I checked it out.
Dignity.
Let me tell you, I hesitated for a while to check y'all out. But when you asked me to do the interview, I was like, okay.
Yes,
And then when I was like, yo, I laughed hard as hell. But I was like, I'm not gonna be able to show this interview to my mother if he asked me the lube question. Well, I like to start off with.
Yeah.
Actually, we ask everybody that question.
That question works best when then people aren't expecting it.
That's
yeah.
true too. That's true.
True.
I
If you were
start.
anticipating it, you would have been like, whoa.
Boy,
We do it all though. Like
I started asking that question on stage at the comedy stand-up comedy open mic at the Sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
It did okay, but I was like, this would work well for me.
it's
on the
better
street.
if you
Gotta try.
if it's like a conversation. Like people in crowd work, especially
It was a
open
crowd
mics,
work
they
one,
like
yeah, for sure.
I don't want to say anything.
Oh yeah.
Well, then also people will much easier be like, "Oh, nothing. Like I don't jerk off." Hey, come on,
Damn liar.
Yo, come on, man. Like, yeah, that's funny.
Well, I appreciate those kind words. Stick around for more about Johnny Depp and his disgusting relationship with Amber Heard. Good job.
Oh man, thank you, man.
Content.
Oh man.
Talking